Other people are probably going to pick someone for their speech who is famous that everyone knows about. Usually the person has won some award or did something great, and that is known all over the world. The person I choose to honor is my choir teacher from high school, Mr. Mack. He was a father figure and a friend and someone I looked up to. He always knew what to say and was always very honest. He made sure the choir was working their hardest and didn't slack off. I have never had someone in my life push me that hard. Mr. Mack deserves to be honored because he is one of the most well-rounded and nicest people I have ever met in my entire life. Mr. Mack is one of those people who you can't figure out if he's really nice or really mean at first. When you finally get to know him, he is a great person. He always was strict on us in high school. He never let us slack off. When he would catch us slacking off, he would make us start working even harder. One really great thing is he is incredibly passionate about music. When he would be working on our music, he would explain the meaning of the music in depth and to make it come alive. He would always say to feel the music. In other words, to make it come alive. He was so absorbed in his work, and sometimes he would lose sleep at night just because he was trying to figure out ways to make the choir and the piece we were learning even better. He was talented as a conductor and a music director. Mr. Mack knew his music inside and out. He would go back and listen to the recordings of the songs we were singing from the professional choir and then make us listen to it. He would study the music and make it almost perfect when he conducted it. I have never met someone who has such a natural ability to teach and love. In everything he said and did, he would somehow always tie things in with the real world. This made things really easy for me to comprehend and relate to with the music. He had such a compassion for people. When someone needed help on something, he was always there to lend a hand. People were never hesitant to ask questions and loved to learn in his class. Being in his chorus for 5 years, I got to see how great of a person he was and also got to see his passion for music. Music is the Life Inside of Me, written by Waldo Garcia. Reminds me of Mr. Mack because he used to always say music is the life inside of him, and that's what keeps him going from day to day. Seeing that made my passion for music grow even more and is actually still growing today. He would always push me to become better at music. He helped me so much that I ended up making All-State both my junior and senior year. By him believing in me, I had the courage to try out. Pushing us so hard sometimes felt like he almost killed us, but all that hard work paid off. Mr. Mack accomplished a lot with our choir. My sophomore year of high school, he pushed us so hard that we won state choir. Every day for an entire semester, we could come in an hour early and practice our music. We sometimes thought it was a waste of time because we knew that Seneca High School was going to win since they win every year, but he kept pushing us. Then the day came when everyone sang and Mr. Mack conducted his heart out. All that hard work and nitpicky things were perfected. After winning state, a few months later, we were asked to sing with the Greenville Chorale. It was such an honor to sing with them because they're such a professional choir. Mr. Mack was also a judge at All-State every year. That's how well known he was in South Carolina and also respected. Everyone who knew Mr. Mack loved him dearly because he was so caring and compassionate. I feel as though Mr. Mack would be a great example for everyone. I used to do voice lessons with him, and he made me feel really confident about myself. I really got to see how great of a person he was, and how much he truly loved his students. I sometimes get emotional when I hear the music we sang a few years ago because I miss it that much. Mr. Mack truly impacted my life more than anyone ever has. Mr. Mack's favorite song is called Deep Peace, which sings, Deep peace of Christ, the light of the world to you. Deep peace of Christ to you. Mr. Mack spread peace to all of us through his love of music and Jesus. Today I wish him peace for what he has done, not only for me, but for all the people he has impacted through his teaching. Mr. Mack is a great man. He is so respectable and is such a hard worker. I believe without him being our teacher, we would have never worked so hard at state and everything we did in course. Sometimes he made us really mad by the things he said because they were sometimes not always nice. But the truth is what we needed to hear to make us a better choir. I really look up to Mr. Mack because his love for music made me fall even more in love with music, and I see him as an example in my personal and professional life every day.